Alright guys, I actually forgot the BBC was putting this on, but thankfully a Salty Telegraph article has reminded me.
I mentioned last week that we're looking for people to come and be part of our audience who are unvaccinated. We know that there's a relatively high proportion in London, and there are many different reasons why people have chosen not to get the vaccine. We'd be interested to explore some of those issues. So if you are someone who has made that decision not to be vaccinated, we'd very much like to hear from you. I think it's an important debate.
Obviously, it's coming from some jab jockey called Michael Deacon, who is not happy with Question Time planning a Jab Skeptic special event next week. Obviously, I have no interest in this stupid BBC event because we all know it's going to be a hit piece from the start. The BBC will likely try to find the most outlandish sounding skeptics or hire their own to make people who don't want the jab look stupid. They will do this by lumping everyone in together, despite many double and triple jabbed being skeptics now. I mean, most people I see are anti-one jab, not anti-all jabs, but they obviously don't care about that. Some are scared of needles, some just don't want it, some are anti-Big Pharma obviously, but to be honest, the reason for their desire to get it is irrelevant. As I've said before, it's their choice and literally always will be. The same should have been true for people who choose to get it, but then many have been coerced now, as you know. In fact, that coercion is actually what turned many against it, I would say. Take me, for instance. I never intended to get it anyway, but the moment I spotted coercion, that solidified my point of view. This is something I've actually heard from many people, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's true. Now, this article here is full of unhinged codswallop talking about only 10% of the public remain unjabbed, which given the figures here prove him flat wrong. It says 48 million are double jabbed, leaving at least 20 million more who are not, and that's obviously not even including the illegal immigrants and shit like that won't be in them figures. But either way you look at it, that is 70%, not 90% by any stretch of the imagination, unless of course Diane Aberpotamus did the maths for him on that one. Either way, it's full of shit, but the Question Time show being stupid is correct, though not for the reasons he is claiming. I would say it's a stupid idea because the BBC cannot be trusted to provide unbiased coverage of anything and would hire actors in to play the part of so-called jab skeptics to smear anyone who won't take the jab if they felt the need. But I guess we will see when it happens, though I wouldn't hold your breath for any honest debate on it, let me tell you. In fact, I'd expect a panel to be full of people ready to shout down anyone speaking truth and the audience to be carefully picked to discredit all who have refused. Obviously, I could be wrong, but given the past 2 years, that ain't likely, let's be honest.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going and we are glad to be going. We're off.